I woke up around 5 a.m. this morning, I said, I want to go back to sleep. So I set my alarm clock to ring at 8:30 in the morning. Sometime around 8:20 in the morning, I heard this noise of doors opening and closing. Now, if you do not know, my house has door issues. And we have brand new doors for every single door in my entire house. And some have been replaced and some have not. And one of the doors, hi Tippy, that's Tippy meowing. She wants to say hi. She wants to say hi people. And this is how she says it in Cattish or Catling or whatever you want to call the cat's language. So we have new doors. Some have been installed. Some have not. Like the door behind me is the original one that came with my house when I may have purchased it. So there are door issues. So I woke up about 10 minutes before my alarm clock was supposed to ring, somewhere around 8:20 in the morning, and I heard the noise of someone banging around, opening and closing doors, and it was my boyfriend, and he was making our morning coffee. So a little bit less than 1 minute before 8:30 in the morning, I heard the sound of a door slamming. And there is an issue with a certain door in my house, not this one behind me, but my back door, where if you don't walk on eggshells with your fingers when you're closing it, it shakes the whole house. And every time somebody doesn't walk on eggshells with their fingers when they're closing this door, I scream. And the reason is everybody has been warned, and we cannot replace the door with my new door, which is heavier, without actually possibly having to remove the drywall from the walls and fix the framing around the door that makes this happen. It might be a lot less simple or a lot more difficult than just taking a door off its hinges and putting a new one on, because if I put a door up there that's 10 times heavier, well, what's going to happen when someone opens and closes it? It's going to shake my entire house 10 times more at least, or even break the framing around the door. So we can't install the new door that I bought 4 years ago. So every time somebody opens and closes the original weak door, and they don't do it as cautiously as possible, and it rattles my house, I scream. Everyone knows this. Everyone who lives here knows this. Everyone who visits here is warned. Do not act like this is a normal door. And when you close it, you do not pull the knob and expect it to pop latch in. You have to hold it turned and then go with it after the door is closed. So when I heard what sounded like my boyfriend closing the door the wrong way, I was about to get up and start screaming. But he had brought me this Red Bull because I hadn't had my morning coffee yet. And I had the Red Bull in my mouth, and the metal was touching my teeth. And it turns out that he had left the door open because he didn't want to close it and have the noise and vibration that would cause in my house to startle or upset me more. So he'd left it open, and he was in the middle of the yard when an earthquake suddenly started and caused the door to slam and caused every door that wasn't locked in my home to open and close and slam, and windows to rattle, and certain windows to slam open or slam closed. So as I was putting the Red Bull up to my teeth, it went bang against my teeth. I heard the slamming doors going open and closed, windows slamming open and closed, and almost got thrown off my bed within seconds. Like, seconds. It was like a few second ordeal. And it was like seconds before 8:30 in the morning. And then, as I'm like sitting there like, oh, my teeth, with like Red Bull all over my shirt. Red Bull all over my shirt. See that? In my bed in my pajamas, kind of like 2 feet further over from like where I sleep in the middle of my bed, kind of like almost having been thrown off my bed onto the floor, but not having been thrown off my bed onto the floor. I was like, was that an earthquake? Or did my boyfriend just like, slam the door so hard it shook my entire house? Like at this point it was like literally like not like yet processed in my brain that it had been an earthquake. So then epically my boyfriend came running in and he said, Adrienne, was that an earthquake? Or did you just like start slamming the doors in the house real hard or something? So yeah, it was an earthquake. And that was my interesting earthquake experience this morning, which happened when I literally was like first waking up from being asleep and my brain was not yet capable of processing what was going on.